right, this is going to be an awkward one. Welcome to the Phil in the Blanc podcast. I'm your guy. You can call me Philip or Philippe. It's season 2, episode 35, October 23rd. Halloween's coming up. What are you going to ask? Put in the comment section. John Stamos, the old guy from Full House, who allegedly pulled a lot of Rob Lowe's back in his day, but just didn't get caught because of his dark skin. The paparazzi weren't following him. They targeted Charlie Sheen and Rob Lowe. That's why they're in the position they're in. You could Google that and figure out for yourself what I'm talking about. Anyway, John Stamos is here talking about his relationship with all the Full House castmates, and we're going to say rest in peace to Bob Saget because he has to. It's he's contractually obligated based on what was written for him by his PR team because in his heart, he's still a teenage heartthrob. So God bless you. Enjoy the show. Make sure to dislike and like. Oh, and subscribe unless you don't want to. And happy birthday to Deja.
Please. Oh, that was abrupt. Monday, October 23rd, 2023. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel like I haven't seen you.
I felt the same way.
All.
We spent the weekend away from each other. We had great weekends. You go first.
I was in London. Our daughter, as you know, is moving to London. So I went to help her find a flat, which, it's so... we all speak English, but our languages are completely separate. Joyce, you spend a lot of time in London. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like some of the terminology.
The terminology.
How much is the let?
The let. You're not a renter. You're a letter.
A letter.
You're a letter.
Yes.
So that when they were talking about letting, I was like, letting what? What are we letting happen? What are we about to let happen?
It's nice that you got to spend time like a girl's trip with your daughter. That's so
we
cool.
were saying that we have never had just a mother-daughter trip, just the two of us, that didn't involve
ponies and horses.
That didn't involve either work or some sporting event or being surrounded by other kids or a younger sibling or an older sibling. Like, it was just us. We had the best time. She is so much fun.
She's a good time, Charlie.
And I keep telling her, I was like, you have to earn a lot of money. Because the way you live
Did you look at her boyfriend and tell him that?
No, I told her that because she's going to have to earn
a lot
all
of money.
the money. Yeah. And it made me very proud of her because she has a self-assurance and a self-reliance that I'm sure we both had, but I've forgotten. It's so far in my rear view mirror.
Yeah, because when you're young, nothing seems impossible.
Nothing seems impossible.
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And then it's beaten out of you.
Yes, as you get older, you're like, we can't do that. We can't go there.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So even walking there, we stayed in this hotel that had this really beautiful spa, but I could not figure out how to access the spa. So I quickly gave up, and Lola was like, Mom, follow me. And she just kept dragging me around everywhere.
She loves that city.
Yeah. She dragged me around everywhere. And the next thing you knew, not only were we in the spa, we didn't belong, we're not members, but somehow Lola got us into the spa. We were in the sauna. We were by the pool. We were ordering tea. We're not members. But she talked us in there because that's something that when you're young, you have the ability to do, where I kept apologizing for everything.
Did you guys have nice meals? You went to see a show, right?
We went to see our good friend Jake Shears is starring in Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club.
How was it?
It was extraordinary. He is breathtaking. And I always say he's an amazing performer. To see him live is incredible. But to see him live as the MC in Cabaret during this time that we are in, it was extraordinary. And he is transcendent in his performance. And I know they're bringing it to Broadway, and I just hope they're smart and they bring Jake Shears with them to Broadway, because it is a must see. It's a must. And God love him, Lola's boyfriend thought we were going to go see a cabaret show with he misunderstood what I was saying.
Because you guys speak different languages.
Well, yes, we both speak English, but he's British and I'm American. So I was explaining to him, no, it's not. He thought it was like we were going to Paris to see Crazy Horse. You know what I mean? He thought we were going to see like a girly show. And I was like, no, it's the show Cabaret. Do you know what it's about? And he was like, no. He's like, is it about like a cabaret show? And I go, you should just watch it, and then if you have questions, I'll explain it to you. But he was blown away. He was blown away. And then Lola, the entire show, was like, I know that girl. She keeps telling me that she knows a girl in the show. And I was like, I'm sure you do not. Sure enough,
How does she know her?
One of her best girlfriends from high school's older sister is in the show. Oh my gosh. I could not believe it.
How was she?
She's extraordinary. She's,
Oh, I can't wait.
It was.
So we get to visit her.
We get to visit our daughter
in London.
Which is a great excuse to go to London.
I'm so glad you guys had that time together. That's really, really special.
And it's Christmas there already, because they don't.
Halloween's
Halloween is not really. It's like a thing that happens in the American expat neighborhoods. It's not really a thing there. So you go into the shops and it's full Christmas. And you know me, I like an extension. I like a Christmas extension.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So I was very happy.
You like a 3-tree Christmas, meaning that you put the tree up, and then the needles fall off, and then you have to put another one up because you put it up so early. You like that?
Yeah,
it's good. It's all decorated and the lights. That's great.
I have photos to show you. I'll show you tomorrow. I needed Lola's approval, and obviously we're in different.
Smart.
Very
smart.
We're in different time zones, and she's looking at a flat right now and couldn't get into my photos. So tomorrow, you will see our trip to London.
Yeah,
you're welcome. So while I was there,
I was in Austin. Yes. We have some people from Austin here.
Austin, the London of America.
I got to tell you, we were there last, I think about 7 years ago, because Michael was thinking about going to school there. It has changed so much.
Really?
There's a proper skyline. Proper high rises.
Well, I remember a skyline.
Yeah, but more. Really, really more. I ate my way through Austin, Texas. Some of the best foods. I went to the Salt Lake. I went to Uchi, the sushi place. I went to Perla.
Those places are still there.
They're amazing. I had such a great time. I went to see the F1, the Formula One Grand Prix in Austin, and I was in my happy place. I'm such a race fan, and it's all about these badges. You have to swipe these badges.
Special passes.
I think it's easier to get into the White House than get into the past certain things. And it's a place where it's like you have major FOMO because you're like, where are they going? What pass does that person have? Yeah, I got to do a hot lap around the track. I got to meet some of my favorites.
Any lap you do is a hot lap.
I got to meet my favorite driver, Checo Perez from Mexico.
Oh, I know you love Checo.
Got to talk to him. I was a guest of ESPN.
Oh.
And I had a media badge.
Oh, you were a member of the media.
I was a member of the media. That was weird for me.
That's got to be new for you.
Yeah. Here's a picture. I got to go on the starting grid before the race. Now, these guys are going to go 200 plus miles an hour, and then everybody gets to go down, not everybody, but the people with the passes get to go down the grid, and it's a scrum. There's all these things happening around the cars, and here I am there at the start-finish line with a bunch of friends. There's Jason Weinberg.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't believe they have to do that whilst getting into the car like minutes later. It was a lot of fun.
Well,
Oh, and I saw our friend Tommy Hilfiger and Dee Hilfiger. It was a very fancy
That
event.
is fancy.
We were very tired. Jason was tired on the plane home. Anyway, we're going to show a video of that later on the show.
Oh, that's exciting. You would have made a great, I don't know what they're called,
race car driver?
pilots.
Yeah, F1 for sure.
For sure,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I would have, just for the outfit and the whole thing.
Yeah, when I saw, Mark sent me a video of him, like, wearing the helmet. I was like, living his best life. And I got it like 2 a.m, London time. And I'm watching this video of him with his helmet on. And I go, he missed his calling.
Yeah.
That was really that's your calling.
In other sporting news, the Giants won. The New York Giants won. 14-7 against the Washington Commanders and my Buccaneers.
What happened?
They tried. They did everything to lose, and they lost. Penalties and things, and they lost 16-13. They had a chance to come back, and so they lost. So that was not a good sports weekend on that. But our Campobasso Wolves in Italy, they won 2-1. We won 3. The Heartthrob scored.
Oh, the Heartthrob scored.
We have a heartthrob on our team.
Yeah, there's a Heartthrob.
Antonio DiNardo.
Mm-hmm.
We'll show some photos. If he keeps scoring goals, I'll show you some more. I'll show you some photos.
Okay, you're only going to show him if he keeps scoring goals.
And we're going to hook him up with a pop star.
Oh.
I was thinking like maybe Selena Gomez.
Okay.
I think she would like him.
Why not?
We should start that rumor. Yeah.
Let's start that rumor.
Yes.
Rumors are started just by saying things on live television. Trust
Antonio
me.
DiNardo.
So while we were away, and I find this very cruel, and I'm convinced they waited for us to go away. But while we were away, there was a drone show over Central Park. Did you see it? No.
I heard about this.
Okay, we've got video of it. This is what happened over Central Park. Oh, look at the drone show on the ground, too, on cell phones.
I heard that people do that at parties or at weddings.
We saw. Right.
I mean, how many people called for UFOs? I mean, that is amazing.
Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful.
The video we saw of the wedding, it was, maybe that's going to be is that going to be choreographed into something? No. It's just flying drones.
Okay.
We saw a choreographed show where it turned into like works of art in the sky with the drones. It's kind of extraordinary, what they can do. But I am a little upset that Central Park, you know us, you know our schedules. I feel like you waited for us to go away to do that.
We're going to have a nice weekend finally here in New York City. We're going to have a nice weekend. Look at that. It's going to be nice and warm, 75 degrees on Friday, 75 degrees on Saturday, and down to 66 on Sunday. That's nice.
What I will tell you about London, which is so funny to me, they are so apologetic for their weather that we got into the taxi cab so we got off the plane, and when they were stamping Lola's visa, and she had like visa work to do there. And while that was all going on, they were apologizing to us about the weather. And I said, we're from New York, so it's, unless something unusual is going on out there, we're from New York, because it's very similar weather. And then we got to the cab driver, apologized for the weather.
That's Mark and Kelly's daughter.
No, he didn't call me. He called me Mrs.
Well, back in the day, saying, "Hey, I'm Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo's daughter," that might open up some doors. Nowadays, it might be like, you know what? You have to earn it. Like, we're not just like, oh, we're going to purposely not give you a job because you have to earn it. Now it's not so easy. Or maybe she doesn't want to be known like that. She doesn't want to walk around New York and have people know, like, hey, that's Kelly and Mark's daughter. That's Kelly and Mark's daughter. Maybe in London, no one knows who she is. So, if people notice her, it'll genuinely be for her music or whatever she wants to do. Is it getting to the point where like paparazzi's taking pictures of her?
unless something unusual is going on out there, we're from New York because it's very similar weather. And then we got to the cab driver apologized for the weather.
They call you love.
Oh, right. It's like, well, we're gonna go to the Templeton Inn. Templeton Inn. Oh, your accents. Where you from? Oh, we're from the States. We're on holiday. We're on vacation. Oh, you're on holiday? Yes, holiday. Oh, well, gosh, I sure do apologize for the weather. Or someone says at the airport, "Wash, I'm sorry about the weather. I wish the weather could have been better for you. Sorry you're not able to enjoy one of our good days. It's just unfortunate. It's not your fault."
Unless something unusual is going on out there, we're from New York because it's very similar weather. And then we got to the cab driver apologized for the weather.
They call you love.
No, he didn't call me. He called me Mrs.
Mrs.
Which I was like,
love.
there was a time early on where I was Miss.
Yes.
And people would assume that Lola and I were not. Now they just go, "Oh, you're her mom." Like now I'm the mom.
Yes.
But there was a time where they weren't sure if I was like maybe an older sibling and
like a 16-year-old difference,
a friend. But now I'm clearly the mom. But so
Right.
they
There
apologized.
was a time when maybe she was like 14 and she could have passed for like 17, and you were 42, and you could have passed for maybe 33. So it's like, wait a minute, like you're 42, she's 14, but you could be like 32 and she could be 16 or 17. Well, it's once she went through maturity and she developed. I'm pretty sure when she was like 16, she could have easily have passed for 25 years old if she's wearing like adult clothing, like she's wearing the right clothing. Like if she was wearing like one of your outfits and she has sunglasses on, she could have easily been a junior in high school and people could have thought she was like a senior in college. And so now it's like, wait a minute, she's 16 and you're what, 44? But you could have been like 37 and she could have been 23 or 24 and you're like 12 years older, and you know what I mean? You could have easily been like 40 and you could have been like 38. You could have been like 36 and she could have been your like 22-year-old, 23-year-old sister. Mm.
I was like maybe an older sibling, an aunt, a friend, but now I'm clearly the mom. But so they apologized for the weather. We arrived at the hotel. They apologized for the weather.
Was it nasty?
Oh, sorry for the weather, Mom.
Like here, it was exactly like here, and I go, "We're from New York. You don't have to apologize ever again. We get it. We're on the same weather channel." Speaking of channels, Showwise. Yes. They have an all Judge Judy channel in London. Did you know that? Yes. They show Judge Judy. Another
24/7?
reason to love London. They have a channel dedicated to only showing Judge Judy.
That's my little move to get away from you to watch Judge Judy.
In my
Her real mom.
place. Lola's like, "Are you ready to leave?" I'm like, "I just have to finish this episode. I know how it ends already, but I want to see her yell at the man again."
Yeah, I'm looking at the decorations we have here.
It's Halloween.
I know where that one's going to end up next year.
You think it's going to be in the front of our place?
Yeah, I can tell.
No, that's too scary. That'll scare the kids.
That'll scare the kids?
Yeah, that's too scary.
And is that skeleton bigger than one that we have in front of the house?
That's the same one.
That's the same one?
Same one.
Okay.
Yeah. It's here in the studio as opposed to outside.
Got it.
When you see it outside, the scale of the building versus inside, it just looks bigger.
Spooky.
Yeah, it is spooky. So I like to call today's show Hot Dad Day. Gelman, calm down. He just puffed up. He was like, "That's right. Thank you, Kelly. It's always Hot Dad Day when I'm in the building."
Yeah, you call that every day here, but
yes, every day is Hot Dad Day.
Elevated.
Stamos, John Stamos is here. He's on a book tour. He's got the look of a man that's on a book to our backstage.
But time waits for no man. I mean, you know, it's undefeated. Everybody ages except for John Stamos.
John Stamos, he's the only one who has not aged.
What was his character's name on GH?
Blackie.
Yes.
Blackie looks exactly the same.
It does.
He has not aged.
And he sounds just like John Stamos.
I know.
Wow, that nice, rich voice. Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
It's weird. I can't figure it out.
Yeah. Well,
and it's not.
I'm gonna scrutinize him when he gets.
No, but it's not work. I'm an expert. I can tell you. I can be like, he's had work done. She's had work done.
No,
this one pretends that it's just this, but it's really that. Like, I am very good at this.
What's your secret? I drink a lot of water.
No, I actually think he's just drinking water. Like, I'm like, I think that somehow, like, when they were handing out the chips at God's poker game, they were like, we're going all in on this. We're gonna put all of our chips. Chips on him, and we're gonna see what happens.
Also, we'll see what happened on my trip to Austin when I checked out the Formula One race and racetrack. Yeah.
And two more hotties for our show today. We begin our countdown to Halloween with some fun do-it-yourself Halloween partying decorating ideas with the crafty lumberjacks. Speaking of Halloween decorations, do you follow our Andrea on social media?
I think I do.
Okay. Did you see what she did to her apartment? Okay. We have to do a segment with Andrea here because she basically remodeled her apartment using duct tape and cardboard and turned it into a movie set for Hocus Pocus. I'm not even sure. I watch her do it. She takes you through step by step. And now I want her to remodel my home.
No. No.
All right. You know what time it is, everybody? It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Ann Tomasini from Hudson, Mass, who watches the show on WCVB. Good morning. Ann, how are you?
Hi, Mark. Hi, Kelly. I'm great.
And I see you're holding your cat there. You know who's terribly allergic to cats?
Mark.
Not Mark.
Mark Consuelos.
I am.
So right away.
Disadvantage.
I see that you are giving him a disadvantage right now.
You know how this works. You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you win this.
We got to get to this fast.
Yes. Okay. Here are your two statements. I was born without hip sockets, or I have lived in the same home my entire life.
Your entire life. Okay, my first impression guess. I don't think you have lived in the same home your entire life. You were born without hip sockets. That's quite the lie. Therefore, that's the truth. And that's it. That's it. Just lock it in and go to London and find my wife.
Or I have lived in the same home my entire life. So it was passed down to you? Your folks gave you the house? Tell me about the house.
Yes, my family owned a house, and I was a little older than all my friends who had gotten married. My parents were a little worried it wasn't in my future and wanted to make sure I had a home to live in.
Oh, that's very nice of your folks.
They basically said you're never going to get married.
Now, you're born without hip sockets. Can that be correct?
Your parents were like, sweetie, no man's ever going to marry you. Fat chance. Take the house.
Very nice of your folks.
This nice house might entice guys to want to marry you. It won't be for your personality or looks. It'll be for our house, but at least you won't be alone.
So now you're born without hip sockets. Can that be corrected? What do they do for that?
So when this happens to a baby, they put a brace on to help the hips, the sockets, so the hips can fit into them.
Okay.
Okay.
And how are you now?
Fine, no problems at all.
Did you have to have any surgeries?
No surgeries.
Huh. Okay. Because we know somebody that has that, and they had to have surgery.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember over the summer? Mm-hmm. One of Lola's friends. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I don't know. I'm stumped.
Wow. Marcus admitted he stumped everyone. You must be tired.
I am a little sleepy. I'm gonna say, all right, here we go. I'm gonna say you lived in the same home your entire life.
Mark, you are wrong.
Oh.
That's you again. That's me. First impression guess took less than 10 seconds. Got the right answer.
All right, well, congratulations. You won a mug and a t-shirt because I'm tired. Now, let's see if we can win you a great trip. It's time for Pack Your Bags Travel Trivia.
That's Jacqueline McLaughlin from Freehold, New Jersey. Well done.
All right. Now let's see if I dance just like her. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know with a thumbs up if I dance just like her, what you just saw.
Tired.
Oh. All right. Let's see. She had her hair all good. Come on. Sorry. No, these damn cable boxes. One of these days, I just can't wait to watch TV on my face palm or on the palm of my hand. Okay, she did the back thing. All right.
That's Jacqueline McLaughlin from Freehold, New Jersey. Well done.
All right, so now see what you just watched. Now compare it to what she said and give me that thumbs up if I dance just like her, because I pride myself in my dancing. I take 28 years of lessons with a blind person, but swing. That was hard. Yes. Slay, girl. Yes. Hey.
McLaughlin from Freehold, New Jersey. Well done.
I give myself a B+. That wasn't perfect.
And now we'll see what else Anne is playing for. You're playing for a trip for two to the St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua, 7 days and 6 nights in a royal suite. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds, Anne, and only one guest. Good luck.
All right, and here we go. On Friday's show, we talked with Jonathan Van Ness, whose hair did Jonathan say they
Stevie
washed
Wonder.
twice
No.
at their first salon in Los Angeles?
Oh, it was a girl.
Jane
Fonda. I thought it was Margaret Cho. I was going to say Margaret Cho because she's my wife. Allegedly. It's not true. People, don't you know it's about time. Everybody's going to be dumping and they're pumping from the lines. Gold and silver, pick it up. Your tongue will lick it up. Get a disease on your knees, now you gotta slay, please. Oh yeah, you gotta move it and groove it. And I just farted.
Congratulations, triple winner. Now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 173.
94.
Tyler's birthday is the 26th.
16. Oh.
26.
Oh, that's my brother-in-law.
Up next, John Stamos.
Still ahead on Live. We'll see what happened on Mark's trip to Austin to check out the Formula One racetrack. We'll get some easy-to-yourself Halloween party decorating ideas from the crafty lumberjacks. And coming up next, John Stamos.
On 3.
Slay, please. bunny hop. Bunny hop. And go like this.
Car accident? Get JJLegal.com. Here's the most important thing
Smash
to
the
know
like
about
button and
insurance
subscribe
companies. In their world,
so we
they
can
only
have a
see two
community. Let's change the world. Peace and love. I'm starting an OnlyFans account so you get to see all of me. Full transparency and vulnerability. Hurt people. And it's okay to not be okay. Smash that like button and subscribe for notifications. And let's change
Those who
the
make
world.
them pay, and those who make them rich.
No
The
more
choice
old
is easy.
presidents
Get JJLegal.com.
in Washington.
Car accident? Get JJLegal.com. 312
Amen.
200
God bless you.
2000.
I love John Stamos. Put in the comments whether you think he has real, natural, colored hair or if he dyes it.
He's written a book about his crazy life. Please welcome John Stamos.
Well. Hello, everybody. You guys are doing great on you, Ryan. You look very buff.
Yes. Ryan is really beefed up.
I'm tired of reading about you guys having sex all the time. Every time where we had it, where's the secret place? You played dead to get him.
See, this is the problem. I talk about this is the problem with the media. You do a story about moths, and suddenly it's attached to us having sex, and you
You're
blame.
making us look bad all this minute across the United States.
Oh, really? Thank you, John. That's a big compliment from you.
Why are you no longer having sex?
No, I am.
Not that.
No, I'm ready to go. I mean, not like him. He'll.
So now you're on a book tour. You just got off the road with the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
So, okay, what do you find more challenging? You don't suffer from stage fright, correct?
A little bit, but no, not really.
And you've been playing with them for over 40 years?
Oh, yeah.
How is that possible?
85. I started in 85. Whatever that is. I was a fan, and they couldn't get rid of me for a while. The first time I played with them was at a baseball stadium, and they said, well, come back. I was in the stadium. They said, come back after fun. And they're backstage for a minute, and then they do an encore, and then they leave. So I said, here's my time. I go down to the field, and all of a sudden I hear these screaming. I was like, who are they screaming? Oh, me. It was a bunch of cheerleaders. They chased me. I went around the bases like an idiot, and then I'm running with my short-ass jeans. I look up, and the girls are catching them. I'm on the Jumbotron like a fool, like running. I went back, and I'm like, I had a breath, and Nate says, who's that? And my friend said, that's John Stamos, son, General Hospital. Mike says, do girls chase him all the time? Yes. I said, yeah. He goes, get him on stage.
Yeah, amazing. Smart plan.
Jordache jeans.
Yeah, right.
You just buried the headline.
So for the younger audience members here, running in Jordache jeans was actually not possible.
Yeah, no.
A feat.
But I started playing music on General Hospital was the first time.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr. was on the show, and I asked my dad, "Who's the Sammy Jr. guy?" So there's, and he said Sammy Davis Jr. He said he plays drums. Talk to him about that. And I wanted to play drums on the show. They weren't taking requests at the time, you know. And so I was talking to him, and I had this great conversation about music, and I think he saw that I was real about it. And he said, I said, they didn't let me play drums on the show, Mr. Davis Jr. And there was a setup there, and he was going to sing. And he says, just hold on a bit. You know? And I do impressions. And you could hear his little heels. He goes to the producer, come back and says, all right, just do what I say, man. Like a ad lib. So he gets on stage. I introduce him as the character, and he comes on. And he says, Blackie, you play drums, right? I'm like, yeah, and you could see it. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And I get up there.
Oh, my God.
And he looked at me, and I was like, the sage passing it on to the young man. And he knew that we were speaking the same language. It was just the most wonderful moment. I played drums ever since on television.
It really is extraordinary. And your love for, you're like a Renaissance man. Like you have a real love and a passion for those that came before you,
Yes,
and you
yes, yes.
and you sort of carry it on through your current life and I'm assuming wherever you go from here. There's a lot of fascinating stories in John's book, If You Would Have Told Me, and we're gonna take a break and talk about more of them when we return. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. See what happened on Mark's trip to Austin to see Formula One. Type 2 diabetes? Discover the Ozempic Trizone. I got the power of 3. I lowered my A1C. See.
$650-4071. That's 1-866-650-4071.
We're back with the divine John Stamos. Okay, so you grew up wanting to be famous. Is that true?
Yeah.
Confirm or deny?
Confirm. I was a nerdy band geek, and I wanted to be liked more than anything. I guess,
And you thought being a nerdy band geek was the way to go about that?
No, that's why I grew up. No, I just wanted to be liked. That's all.
But you enjoyed performing.
Yes, yeah, I did.
What did your parents think about you wanting to go into the business?
Well, you know what the beautiful thing my parents did were they didn't put any boundaries up. They didn't say you can't do this, you can't do that. You want to do it, go for it. Be a good man, be a good human. Work really hard at what you want to do. I was working at my dad's restaurant since I was like 13 or 14, and when I got in General Hospital. I remember I called home and I said, I got it. Yeah, then my sisters, everybody was around the phone, and you could hear my dad going, "They don't work on Sundays. I need you on Sunday."
How long did you work?
I was a Sunday guy. The show, I got auditioned on Wednesday. I shot it on a Thursday. It aired 2 weeks later. 35 million people were watching the show, and I'm still working at my dad's restaurant during the week. And it's on, and I started popular, and girls were coming in, and all. I said, "Dad, I'm famous." And he said, now, I don't know if he kept me there to keep me humble or just to, but you know what? It was. I'll never forget it. I watched my dad. He treated the busboy the same way he treated his best customer. And he came down to General Hospital with me one day, and he watched the way I was with people and the way he says, "Okay, son, you're ready. You can quit now. God bless you. Do your best."
Because you treated everyone equally.
I think so.
Yeah, it's very important. So when I look at you, I mean, we all had the John Stamos poster in the wall.
You did?
Yeah, of course. But I
had chips.
We all had the poster. And I think of you as like the guy who always gets the girl. You get the girl. But you are very forthcoming in this book. You suffered a tremendous amount of heartbreak.
Right.
And was that very painful to write about? Did it bring up?
No, it was delightful.
No, but I mean, are you able to look back and laugh at some of the things that happened?
Definitely. And you wrote a book, you know how it is. I started to write like a hero story, I was like, this is not good. And then I went to like a human story. I wanted to try to find as many relatable, issues. Like, I was cheated on, I was dumped, I was bullied before that was even a thing. But I did my first love. And the reason why, I'll tell you the end of the story. The reason why I put this in was my first love. I was madly in love with this girl. And I walked in and she was in bed with someone else. And it just killed me. I was like maybe 20, 21. Fast forward, Full House. The first season doesn't do great. And we're kind of on the bubble, as they say. And at the end of the season, they said, we're going to cancel it. And by the end, I started to accept what it was and why people liked it. I said, oh, no. And they said, well, we have one idea. We're going to put you on during the summer, one of our big hit shows, and we'll see how you do. If you get an audience, then we'll pick it. The big hit show was Who's the Boss? And that was the guy I caught my girlfriend. So I was like...
Did he remember you?
I think so. Well,
wait, Tony Danza.
Well, but God bless. I mean, that hurt me, but Full House wouldn't have been the hit without him. So,
have you spoken to Tony Danza about this?
No, he's a boxer, I don't know.
Yeah. You're a lover, not a fighter.
All right, we need to take a break. More with John Stamos.
Tomorrow on Live from Saturday Night Live, Heidi Gardner.
Kyle?
Nope.
'Tis the sneezing.
Kyle.
No,
Protect your family from COVID, RSV, and the flu.
I gotta take this.
Hi, Kyle. A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Romer. I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Andersen. You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We do, Ann. We're the replacement window division of Andersen, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies or contractors.
Other window companies don't offer your same window and door installation method.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows. Our windows are manufactured to precisely fit your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting that trim. You won't get this with most vinyl windows.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis?
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current windows, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll leave you with an exact price quote that's good for an entire year.
So you're not a high-pressure company.
My background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen every window problem out there. So now I just want to help homeowners make their homes more beautiful and comfortable with the right window.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are. And they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
That is so great to hear, Michael. Thank you.
Before October 31st, save $300 on every window and save $7.
General, very.
Kind of seems like they have dumped you.
T622. Tis the sneezing. Protect your family from COVID, RSV, and the flu.
Stamos, we're talking about his book. I'm going to call it a bestseller already.
Well, no.
If you would have told me, it's full of great stories.
When you wrote your book, for me, I started to write a hero story, like it was great, and then I realized without real truth, it's paralysis. You know, and once I let that all go and really got down to the nitty gritty, you know, it was very difficult. But there's so many relatable moments like this, like you say, who would cheat on me? Well, that's good for people to see. Like, well, if he got cheated on, and I did too. So
right.
There's a lot of those moments. You know.
And I just find so much of the book very compelling. Not just the showbiz stuff, just your life in general very compelling. But this one little factoid stood out to me that you tried to get Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen fired. Now, at the time they were what?
You're a monster.
They were what?
Terrible.
18 months old?
That's not true. I didn't try to get them fired. I actually got them fired. I didn't try. No. The truth is this. Look, it was like for an hour. They were crying through every scene, and I was like, I'm an actor. I can't be doing that. They were screaming. I said, give me some other kids. They brought these other two kids that were semi-attractive at best. And I said, get the Olsens back, quick. And they did. But I love them dearly, and they've done so well. I'm so proud of them. And when Bob passed away, they came, and they were so kind. You know, they were here and we were there, and we weren't that close over the years just because of distance. And they said all the things that we all wanted to hear. They said, we loved our childhood. We love you guys. Thank you for those beautiful 8 years. It was really something that all the rest of us needed to hear. It was really nice.
Yeah, of course, because so many times you hear the stories about like child actors that had absolutely miserable
horrible times. Yeah.
But you know, like if you're working with you and Bob, it had to be a very safe environment.
It was safe except for the Bob and the dirty words.
Yeah, well.
Listen, we knew it's going to be a big hit. Congratulations. Get John's book.
It's available everywhere books are sold. Next, we're going to see my trip to Austin and check out Formula One. So stick around.
Live will return in a moment. Next live, Heidi Gardner. Plus, live Halloween show is coming October 31st.
Oh, sorry. I just want one of these.
I know what it's like to perform through pain.
If you're like me, one of the millions suffering from pain caused by migraine, Nurtec ODT may help. It's the only medication that...
Did you see his necklaces?
Yeah.
What is this? What are you going to another break? Oh, this is an accident.
Doctor for any injuries after
Oh
a
my
car.
gosh. Hey, to all my viewers, I think what you're about to see is an accident. I think we're on commercial break. And in the studio, Mark and Kelly think they're on a commercial break, which they are. And right now they are talking to the audience while they're on commercial break. And somehow the feed actually accidentally cuts in. Someone accidentally pressed a button or something. Because for a split second, the cameras go live and we catch Mark and Kelly talking to the audience like they would when they're on commercial break. So they're talking about John Stamos' necklaces or something. So what you are about to see, Kelly and Mark, is not for the show. They think that they're on commercial break and that the cameras are cut and they're not rolling. So that'd be funny if they swear. And Mark's like, oh God, I fucking hate John Stamos. Me too.
So bad.
Remember when
Until
you?
it's not.
That'd be funny if we hear Mark say, remember when you had sex with him? She's like, that was a long time
much
ago.
worse after a few days.
And she
We'll
starts
get
telling
you
the
to-
crowd, you know, I was on ABC, a soap opera. He was on Full House. We were both single. This was before I met Mark. And he just was so hot. You know, I like dark-skinned brown men with dark hair. And John Stamos was just it. And he came to visit. And I don't know. We went into my dressing room and I just did my thing. And Mark's like, yes.
Sewer heating, cooling, and
That's right, ladies. I look like John Stamos.
It's only a headache.
Here, it's coming up in like 3
Until
seconds.
It's only a sore back.
Until it's not.
Minor injuries could turn into something much worse after a few days.
We'll get you to the right doctor for any injuries after a car wreck. One call, that's all.
Call 222-2222.
This guy, I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I'm showing Kelly my passes, all my VIP.
He had all of his different passes here. Did you see his necklaces?
Yeah, and there was a VIP pass, but I didn't get that one. I
know, but Kelvin had a marker. He was going to write
Right,
VIP on it. That's the only way. So what are you going to show us your trip
Yes,
to Austin?
yes. When we get back, I'm going to show you all the things I did in Austin, all the exciting things I've done.
All right, after this commercial break. So check it out.
Want to know more? Just go to our website. Every day is a new opportunity. Seize the...
Basically, it's a fictional character that is doing the worst. Well, easy. I just try my best to act like a 20-year-old. I just mock a 20-year-old. Oh, come on. Come on. Thank you.
You found your wing and you're taking flight.
Plus, a touching tribute to Len Goodman.
Dance with the Stars, live Tuesday on ABC.
Welcome back. Do you like speed?
Yes.
Do you like excitement?
Yes.
Do you like slow cooked meats? Well, even if you don't like any of that stuff, you're still in for a wild ride. Let's take a look at my Formula One weekend.
Here we are in beautiful, sunny Austin, Texas, at the Circuit of the Americas, the U.S. Grand Prix. I got a pass with my face on it. Look at that. Let's go. There's Checo Perez. I'm Mexican. My dad's a big supporter of yours. From Mexico City. We love that we have a Mexican driver in the series. Next week, Mexico City.
Yeah.
Really exciting. Is that your favorite race?
Yeah, it is, because of all the support I have there at home with all my fans. It's a massive one for me.
What's happening right here? What's going on?
They're just making up the car.
Little adjustments.
And yeah,
They're going to take me around in a hot lap. Any advice?
just sit back and enjoy it.
Sit back and enjoy. I had a big breakfast. Is that a problem?
Maybe. Maybe for the driver, not for you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Awesome. Such a nice guy. We're the same height. I could fit in that car. You're going to make my pit stop now. I'm going to do a hot lap. What's a hot lap? I'm going to take one of those fast cars, but I'm going to be driven around Formula One track as fast as I can go. Let's go. I'm signing a waiver. This is important, right?
Yes, it's quite important. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Are you excited for your Friday hot lap?
We're starting in 10th place. I don't like that. We're going to catch up. If I would never see you again, it was a pleasure meeting you. Good luck to you, man. Fastest SUV on the planet. All right, thank you. I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Strap up and let's go. Ready?
Yep. Oh, it's amazing. Oh my gosh.
It shouldn't really be keeping up with that little car.
No, it shouldn't, should we? I think it's you. How fast do you think you got top speed here?
I'm pretty sure it's at least 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, faster than that, you know?
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. That was awesome. Thank you so much. All right.
How was it?
Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god. How was I as a passenger? Did I scream? Did I?
You were quite a good passenger, actually. You were enthusiastic. Didn't put me off too much, didn't scream too much, but you still let me know you enjoyed yourself.
Now, first female driver in the past 5 years to test a car for Formula One. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Which car? Aston Martin?
Yeah, Aston Martin.
How was it getting in the F1 car?
What can I say? It was amazing. Everything that I ever dreamt it to be, you know, and more. And I adapted really quick to it. I felt so at home in it. I was very happy with my performance.
Yeah.
So it went well by all accounts.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for you. I know it's blowing up for you right now, but that was such an honor to be riding in the car with you.
Thank you very
You're an amazing pilot. That was awesome. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
She said I didn't scream or cry or anything like that.
I mean, noisy.
Every team here in the paddock ships around 8 elephants' weight worth of equipment around to every single race. Okay. The other one is over the course of the season. We add all the races together, and there are 1,425 racing laps in the season. Go. The one that's true is
The laps are a lie.
1,445 laps. Incorrect. Oh, it's 1,325 laps in the season, and
Told
every
you.
single one of these teams.
I told you the
has
number. He
roughly
just fitted you
8
into the number.
elephants.
I got that right so easy. I'm so good at this.
I got to be like 20 elephants. So yeah, the cars are pretty small, and because they're traveling all over the place, they're forced to really pack it down. You own him a mug, and you get a T-shirt. Now, F1 makes you really, really hungry, and if you're as hungry as I am, you got to get yourself to Salt Lake. And here is my friend, the owner and operator, Scott Roberts. Hey, to have you here. Thank you so much. About 7 years ago, I sat in that same table that you put me back there. I haven't stopped thinking about it ever since. The ends. I had the ends. Burn in? Oh my gosh. You want another one? I would love a little piece. Hope that wasn't too hot. How long will that slab of ribs stay on there? 2 hours to cook the ribs. Okay. 2 different schools of thought on ribs. Fast cook and slow cook. We're fast cook. And that's brisket back there? Those are briskets back there. Now we're slow cook on the briskets. Well, if you're in Austin, worth the drive, Salt Lake. Run, don't walk. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're backstage. Very exciting. I've waited all my life to get this kind of access.
For the 50th time in Formula One, Max Verstappen takes victory. He wins the US Grand Prix.
What a race. What a town. What a weekend. Thank you for coming on my F1 weekend with me. That was so exciting. Shout out to everybody at ESPN for hosting me. Thank you so much.
And
That was great.
Seth Gromquist,
Yes,
that was
Seth.
an incredible
Yes,
piece.
Seth.
God.
Thank you. Seth and Bird.
Yeah.
We'll
Amazing.
be right back.
More to come on Live.
When it comes to your hair, ingredients it has the nutrients your pup needs. And right now at PetSmart, when you spend
all love a little piece.
Okay, when is it hot?
How long will that slab of ribs stay on there?
2 hours.
His finger injury.
To help them feel more calm, plug in Feel Away Optimum. Enhanced calming for cats from the #1 vet recommended brand for feline calming.
Hi, welcome to the inbox.
Tony Marcantonio says, Mark, I was concerned that you were going to drive an F1 car since you had a serious finger injury. I trust you protected that finger. Italian men are like Ferraris, finely timed human machines requiring careful attention.
Yes, finely tuned. All right, here we go. This is from Shauna from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. The reason John Stamos doesn't age is because he's Greek.
Oh, I forgot that he's Greek.
And she says, Greek don't creak. They don't get wrinkles at all.
Okay. We ran out of time for the crafty lumberjacks, but they will be back soon. We promise.
You guys talk too much again. You guys gotta learn to shut up sometimes. You're running off musical guests and lumberjacks.
With no recall.
These are people that need the airtime. Stop being so greedy and selfish.
Our friendly new patient specialists are standing by now.
Wake up with ABC 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
The View starts live right now. Running joke. SNL takes on the search for a new speaker that keeps getting messier. With 9 new candidates stepping up to the plate and the clock ticking to another shutdown. Is the House finally going to take this seriously?
All I want to do is get Congress back to work so I can shut it down again.
Plus, Oscar-nominated superstar Uma Thurman is live on The View. And a brand new Oprah Daily edition of View Your Deal.
Daily?
Here
How much did you
come
pay
Hot
Oprah?
Topics.
How much did ABC
with
pay Oprah Winfrey?
Whoopi.
Oh my God. How much money did ABC pay Oprah Winfrey to put her little name on
And
there?
coming up, Senator Bob Menendez set to be arraigned
Oh my
today on
gosh.
new charges.
Hey, Oprah, can we put your little stamp, Oprah's edition of a giveaway deal? Yes, you can! That'll be $16 million, please. Oh, wait a minute. Did you want me for 10 minutes or the whole show? The whole show. Oh, it's $100 million for the charities. Oh, my gosh. So now what? Now you're going to watch something, but they're going to be like, oh, look at these slippers. Look at this curling iron. Oprah approved it. It's only $300. But for you, since this is Oprah's deal, giveaway deal, and we're going to mark it down from $300 to only $230 for this curling iron. Oh, geez, it fell apart. Let me just pick that up. Oprah says it's good. Oh, what are you doing? I'm ordering a curling iron. You have 9 curling irons, but Oprah approved this one. Are you going to sell the other ones? No. Why aren't you using them? Because Ellen DeGeneres approved them. Yeah, Oprah says it's okay. I gained 40 pounds following Oprah's diet advice in the 80s, okay? That's what listening to Oprah gets you. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. I'm Phil in the Blanc. I'm sad. I'm going to Google pictures of Oprah and hate eat. I'm going to just binge on potato chips and just dirty pieces of wood I have in my garden. I'm going to look at pictures of her from her old show, the syndicated one, and I'm just going to hate her. You ruined my life, Oprah. I'd still vote for her for president, though. See you next time. Vulnerability, transparency, hurt people, love one another. Make sure when you wipe your butt to clean your hands using soap. Unless you lick your